Hello everyone. In this video I'll explain about the Great Daily 4. It's a story with characters that I've created in the Sheen Physics and Hobbies, which I use those characters to teach physics. So here we got a circle representing ages, representing time and the flow of time. So we have Loni Ferianji, one of the characters. So there's a time for Loni Ferianji. And then there's Arioclades, so there's a time for Arioclades. Then there's Sanji there's a time for Sanji. Then there is Zeno. I just think Sanji looks kind of tiny here, so let me make Sanji a little bigger and bring Zeno more to the center here. There we go. So we got a circle in an image, we got a triangle, and we also have a square. The three basic figures in geometry are triangles, circles, and squares. In the middle, we got a star representing the rotation of the ages, the rotation of time. So in this fiction, Vajrayan is the great king, the prince of the wheel of Loni Ferianji, Sanji, Arioclades, and Zeno. So he's the ruler of the wheel that we're going to see it rotating now. In this kingdom, there's a great city called Pindorama or Roms, where all the several beings live in harmony with each other. And you also have the great mountain in the western portion of the city. You got the four towers and the pyramid, the grid, and the obelisk, and the platonic solids rovering over the city, representing the cosmos. The great city is comprised of four parts, one for each of the characters. One for Zeno, one for Arioclades, one for Loni Ferianji, and one for Sanji. So between the hours 6 a.m. and 12 p.m., Loni Ferianji rules the city together with Vajrayan. So it's early morning, time for coffee, stretching up a little bit. Everything looks green and blue. The sun is rising in the east. Fishes are swimming across the river. It's time to go to work, or if we're on a vacation, it's time to go to the beach and enjoy the sunshine. And that's what these represent. Loni Ferianji is the early hours of the day. It's daytime, the wind blowing in our face, the sun that is not completely hot yet, and all things in the early morning. That's also the time where flowers blossom and so forth. So this is from 6 to 12. So this is the time for Loni Ferianji. Then comes the time for Arioclades between 12 and 6 p.m. This is the time in the middle of the day. This is where everybody's going to work. This is the time where we're doing things this is the time during the day where we're more awake and more aware of what we're doing, because we're not dreaming like at night. And this is the time to build, to study, to read, to learn, to teach, and so forth. This is that time of the day where everything happens. Most of the things happen in terms of getting stuff done, and so forth. It's the time of the day where the city has the greatest amount of cars, where everything is moving, everything is working, everything is functioning. It's kind of like an industry where everything is producing, where everybody's selling, where everybody's buying, and so forth. This is the time of the day that is the most aggressive in terms of events happening. So this is Arioclades, the owner of this time between 12 and 6. But then, after 6 p.m., comes the night. And the early hours of the night are controlled by Zeno. between 6 p.m. and midnight. So here the night comes and the cosmos open up in the sky, and you see many stars and galaxies and worlds up there, and it's the early hours of the evening, and things glow in the sky and things glow in the city too. The city is fully lit with lots of city lights. The buildings shine. Everything is extremely beautiful, and you have the dark background of the universe, the dark background of space. And this is the time where the day is saying goodbye. This is the time where we're about to start a new beginning. This is the time where we're done with our work and we're probably watching TV or eating a dinner and getting ourselves ready to go to sleep. So this is the time where things start to slow down, but this is also a time where creativity blossoms. Last but not least comes the age of Sojacrate between midnight and 6 in the morning. The early hours of the day between midnight and 6 in the morning, this is where we dream, where we go to sleep and we go to foreign lands, and where we start thinking a bunch of things in geometric figures, and we delve into our dreams. It's the time where most people are asleep. It's the time where the cosmos are right above our head, and we're all sleeping and we're all dreaming, and not many people are awake at that time. And if you're awake, you're alone. So, and then you have the universe and the inspirations and the feelings and the experiences at night that are truly gorgeous, and that can be life-changing because you may never forget some of the dreams you have, and many of these dreams may come true. We hope some of those dreams are not nightmares. And this is the time where it's the slowest of all times. This is where everything happens slowly. In the city, everything is deserted, and it's you and the unknown. So these are the four beings: Sojacrate, 12 in the morning and 6 midnight and 6 a.m. And then after Sojacrate, we go back to Loneferionde, when the day comes in the morning and the sun rises, and we're back to the beginning. So this is the four beings that rule the city of Realms, the Great City and the Great Four. Here's the city with the pyramids, the four towers representing each of the beings. And here we got Vajran, the Supreme King that rules everything. And this is the wheel, the ages, and the things that happen. And then the cycle repeats in the next day. And it's always like that. Of course, this is a fiction. I was just wanting to create some myth and some interesting things with a day cycle. Thanks for watching.